Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's been a minute, but we're back with another amazing recipe. So this is coconut rice. I just want to share this quick and easy recipe with you all. So let's get into it. First of all, groundnut oil, to saute our onion and build the base for the coconut rice. Mind you, I can't remember the last time I cooked coconut rice, but I said, yeah, I should do this because I haven't had it in a long while. So, heat up our groundnut oil. And yeah, that's my husband, guys, stirring the other pot. Yeah, we cooked together this day. He made the chicken while I made the rice. So, I'll go in with my onion, let it fry for a while. Lots of onion. I made a mistake though in this meal, but I would still say it came out really great. Yeah, you will see the end product, but then I will tell you exactly where I made my mistake. You fry it, of course, saute it really well. Take your time. I like to saute my onion, especially at this beginning time. Let it turn from a dark purple to a light purple. Then I feel it's ready to take on whatever seasoning or whatever food you want to cook with it. I feel it has released its flavor then, and it's going to sit really well with the food. So that's why I take my time to saute my onions. Let it boil for a while. As I said the other time, this channel is a very transparent channel. You're going to see the accurate timing of what I did, or how I did some stuffs, and then leave the rest for the rest. Yeah. I think I was trying to get something. Yeah, my pepper. It took me a while because it was blocked, and I was just trying to get a hold of it. I really needed it because I didn't want to rely on dry pepper. There's some kind of food you want to cook and dry pepper. Fresh pepper has its unique taste. It adds its own unique taste to a meal as well as dry pepper. So this is the chicken. My husband was so happy that day. He was like, he wants to give me a taste of how he, seasons his chicken, and that it's going to be better than mine. So it was more or less like he's just trying to show off anyways. So it was blocked. I had to let the pepper melt, first. Before I added any other stuff into the pot. This day I didn't even plan on getting this out here as a content, but here am I. So I'll go with my ingredients. That's basil leaf, dried one anyway. You can see it's very good and delicious. That's garlic powder. I didn't have time for the fresh one, so yeah. Next, I think I'm going in with ground white pepper. Ever since I started using white and black pepper to season food, guys, I can understand why other cooks or chefs online try to season their meals with them, because first of all, if you taste them, they really do not have taste, but then it gives a certain kind of taste and aroma to a meal. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. That was my black pepper that I added. And I also like to add them at the early stage of my food, so it gets to boil settle in well before adding my main ingredients to the food, especially if this is the process or it's just a frying method, like maybe your stir fry spaghetti or macaroni. It works really well with pasta anyway, and then seasoning of meats as well. So that's my meat stock. So for this my coconut rice, I used two stocks. I used beef stock and chicken stock, because I used beef chunks. So I seasoned it and steamed it, cut it and fried it myself. So that's the stock. And then the chicken stock from, the chicken my husband was preparing for the meal as well. And this is the coconut milk. Now, this is where I made a mistake. This is fresh coconut milk straight from the coconut. There's no can or anything. I wanted that real original coconut taste. So I got 4 heads of coconut. I broke it, washed it, blended it, and sifted it myself. So what's the mistake about? The mistake was that the milk was too much. That milk I added was too much for the rice, and then the kind of rice that I used for the rice. So the milk was too much, and then the rice, I guess I didn't really take out the starch that much, so when I mean take out the starch, I mean the normal procedure of parboil. No, I just soaked it in the hot water and rinsed it properly, thinking maybe it will go, but it didn't. It works really well for my jollof rice, but I don't know why it didn't work here today. So yeah, that was where I made my mistake, and I'm hoping next time you don't. Maybe probably for this portion of rice, 2 coconuts would be better rather than 4 coconuts. Okay, so let's get back into it. I added my crayfish and Maggi and salt, seasoning before I go in with the rice. I thought, excuse me, guys, because I thought I, portioned everything properly, but then it was too late for me. Well, it was still lovely, but I would do it a better way next time, and I will also share it here with you guys, so you see that we have improved. So this was the rice, properly washed, as you can see, well washed, soaked in hot water and properly washed. Like, I don't know what the problem was, but then I guess I learned from this as well. You can never be too right about a procedure, especially when it comes to cooking. Okay, so yeah, as I hear, I didn't even know maybe I had an issue or stuff. As I hear, truth be told, in my mind, I was saying, I can't wait for this rice to be ready. Forget content. I was really craving coconut rice, and my husband was also very happy because he had not had it for a while as well. So when it came out the way it came out there, it pained me sharp. But then again, I learned from it. That's the most important part. And I said I would still put it out here for you guys to see. So let's cut the whole long story short. Guys, do you know my husband abandoned me for this chicken halfway? Fear, man. After all the gra-gra, after all the boast that he's going to give me tastiest grilled chicken I've had. I don't even know. Please forgive my English. I don't know if it's tastiest. Anyway, forgive my bad English. But then again, he was like, "Oh, it's nothing compared to his." Oh, So this is it, and I had to just brush it with the seasoning and oil before putting it back into the oven. And we are back to the rice. So at this stage, the rice has exhausted the coconut milk and the stock, because if you notice, I didn't add water from the beginning. So at this stage, the rice was cooked with just the coconut milk I extracted and the meat stocks. But then the grains were still strong despite all that was going on. So I had to add water, so that we can have soft grains, because it can't be eating a meal and the grains are like very strong. So like I had to add extra water, just to push it and get it to where we want it to be in terms of texture and presentation in general. So, oh God, like when I made this meal, I was making a whole lot of mistakes. Even in my recording, I was like, there was a particular part I recorded, and I started looking for it, and I saved it. But I went to my Snapchat, because I use Snapchat to get the shots, and then I use CapCut to edit anyway. So I was looking for I'm looking for an ingredient to put inside the rice, which was not scattered, they were all in one place, so you can imagine. Or I was, especially the video on, I went mad. I was like, how on earth did I just record? And it was a good shot for me. I felt it was like one of the best shots I had, while filming this procedure. And then from nowhere it disappeared. To where? Where did it go to? It was giving me headache. It took me a while. But when I was ready to edit, lucky enough, I saw it and I was a bit relieved, So it was just making me feel somehow, do I edit and put it out there? But then again, there's no perfect cook, okay? There's nobody that is perfect out there. It's only you learn from your mistakes and you do better by also showing the better version of, whatever you had done before. And this is a space for growth, okay? We're growing, so why not? We have to do everything step by step. We're not in a hurry. Yeah, so being a cook is different from being a chef or a content creator. Yeah, they vary. It's just very, very, very different. So trying to do something that you have not been doing is quite tasking, but then you shouldn't give up. You should always encourage yourself and always look for ways to, improve yourself in that field, So yeah, I'm happy that at the end of the day, my husband really, really encouraged me to put it out there. In fact, he was reminding me, where are your tools for recording? Where is it? You have to record this meal. I got angry, but at the same time, I was like, this was the push I need, So I was grateful that I did. So yeah, back to the meal. Added my carrots. I didn't want to see any other vegetable. This was how I was craving it, so I just went for it. Added my carrots, added my fresh prawns, and then I added my beef chunks that I prepared earlier into the meal. At this point, I was really happy, and I'm like, my meal is setting up. The only problem I had was the rice was getting difficult, to get dried. Like, it wasn't completely dry, because as I said, the milk was too much for the rice. Even as at the time I added water, the grains were still strong. And then it was somewhere at this point I realized that the milk was actually too much for the rice. So this is the end product. This is how I served for me and my husband. After I ran away, he came back and we had this lovely meal. Thank you. Bye.